Oh, hang on, 2 secs, I'm just on my way back. I've got some more information to tell you guys. I've got more information. Joffa's got more information. So, right, I'll be back with you now. Right, you're hanging out in the bedroom here. So, yeah, I just wanted to literally say tonight that last night, I don't know if you watched my vlog last night about upsizing, downsizing, whatever size motorhome you want, vans, motorhomes. Anyway, let's talk about using the thing, shall we? Let's talk about tonight. So anyway, as you, I don't know if anybody mentioned or heard me mention last night that the fact that I was getting a bit itchy, I was getting a bit stir crazy for another road trip, and that means, yeah, I went on last night and sorted out a bit of a deal for me with DFDS. Back on the ferry again. For me at the moment, it seems to be working. So anyway, I got on there last night. And yeah, some sort of reasonably sensible prices. So we're looking to go out on the 28th of October out of Dover, which is 9:10 in the morning at Dover, and then we're crossing over, and we should be in Calais for 11:40. It's an hour and a half, so then the clock goes on an hour, so into European time, France, and that has actually cost me £93. And then on the way back, so I'll tell you about my little itinerary in a minute. So we're on the way back, we're coming back on Saturday the 5th of November, which is going to be bonfire night, which is a 12 o'clock midday, and we're going to be back in the UK. So Dunkirk back to Dover is 2 hours. So basically, I'm going to be back in with the time going back, the time difference. It's going to bring it back to 1 o'clock English time, which came in at 1:04. So the total was 197. So yeah. And basically what happens in between, we're just still trying to work out. So we've got that little window of time that we're going to try and fill with a little bit of an itinerary. On the way back, I left it for the midday because I'm hoping to get back to Ypres in Belgium. So that'll probably be getting back there maybe on the Friday night, which will be the 4th of November. So we can catch the last post at the Menin Gate, which it will be really cool to get that documented if we possibly can, depending on weather and stuff like that. But hopefully that's the sort of little thing that I've got going on. Maybe want to spend a little bit of time looking around some of the area there as well, which is going to be pretty cool. So that is why I've left it. So then I don't need to rush away from Ypres. Is probably going to be about an hour and a quarter drive back to Dunkirk. So yeah, leave it an hour and a half, you know, safety zone. So I don't need to be possibly leaving from Ypres 10:30, 11:15. So yeah, that's all pretty cool. That's why I did that, so I can get up, have my breakfast, chill out a bit, you know, and have a look about. Hopefully the weather's good and stuff. So that's what I'm doing there. So I'm just going to put that out there for any of you guys that are looking to book for the Christmas market. There are Christmas markets going on. Christmas markets this year are back on. Bruges Christmas Market, Antwerp, there's Christmas market, Brussels are going to have a Christmas, Christmas markets are back on, and all over Europe the Christmas markets will be back on. So I'm just putting it out there, if anybody wants to have a little jiggle away with the ferries and stuff, check it out, because what happens, the prices, so then the later in the evening, early in the morning are the cheapest ones. So when you get more of a more convenient time for you, the price goes up. So yeah, you gotta, and to be honest, I'm gonna be on the Friday on the way out. It's gonna be, I'm gonna be in, well, my boat is actually leaving at 9:10 out of Dover. So I've got to work out exactly where I'm gonna be parked up. I did have a look at Marine Parade. So I used to use Marine Parade for them early ones. Drive up on the Thursday night, park up at somewhere like Marine Parade. But we'll see what happens. I'm not too bothered about. Any suggestions? Any suggestions, guys? Anywhere that anybody's parked up there recently? right on the ferry port area. I think there's a car park over the back, Dover, that you can park up in. One up over on the hill that you can park up. We'll go with the flow. I'm not too bothered. We'll sort something out in that direction. And yeah, and then obviously my return is going to be e-pair, so it's going to be nice and safe on the way back, away from the port, whatever. So, but yeah, just if you guys, any of you guys are contemplating, I did just have a look on some coach tour, just to sort of like, let's have a look at sort of prices. So yeah, I'm just under 200 quid for my crossings at the moment, not including diesel or anything. So not that we're going to rinse too much diesel on this trip, because it's going to be fairly, not millions of miles. So yeah, I was just having a look on a couple of coach trips, and yeah, just even to go to Weston-super-Mare, it's just quite scary on them coach trips. I know you get transported. We drive a motorhome, so it's a little bit different. Some older people probably don't want to drive and stuff, so fair enough. But we can make it quite cost effective. Cologne Christmas markets. I'm just having a little think. Yeah, hey, did you see our video last? So we were over in Dusseldorf last end of November, just into December, and the Christmas market in Dusseldorf. That was when it was a little bit sketchy with the COVID thing. We still needed the passes to get in certain bits and pieces, which is a little bit a bit of a nuisance. But yeah, this year it's back on. So, and go to Dusseldorf, park up on the quay like we did. Have a look at our back catalogue. Yeah, Germany, incredible. So, yeah, so that's all pretty cool. So yeah, just want to throw that one out there. Anybody else going across? Anybody else going? We're having a little bit of a Halloweeny, it's our, to be honest, it's we're sort of calling it our wedding anniversary, as we got a wedding anniversary coming up, and basically we always used to sort of like do something on our wedding anniversary. I think this again, I don't want to keep mentioning the dreaded, but the last few years obviously is sort of like really messed up our like normal routine of like road trips. So I'm so all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, this is what we used to do. This is what we used to do. Get some sketchy down the Mosel River, castles down the Rhine, sketchy castles, Halloween time, get some dark beer down your neck, them kind of things, you know, and have a really good time. So yeah, so I'm super excited. I'm like, yeah, hang on a minute, we are back on. We'll get some trips in, and let's be honest about it, you know. So yeah, I know Christmas coming up, bloody electricity bills are going for the bloody roof and all the rest of it. That we can live cheap in a motorhome. We can live cheap. LPG, right? Hey guys, I'm not going to babble on, but just check out DFDS, do the comparison, do like I do with the Eurotunnel, chuck it in the computer, have a look at some times, jiggle it around a little bit. If you ever want any suggestions from me, where like, hey Joff, what about the time, you know, getting over the other side, any suggestion park ups? I always suggest one of our ultimate places to park up, from either Calais or Dunkirk, going up the coast, just up to Bruges, perfect park up in Bruges, and what an epic place. You know, yeah, some people spend the whole, you know, go to Bruges and then come back again. You know, that's not a million miles, you know. Right, that's it. I'm out of it. I'm going to rip this video. What time is it now? It is, let's have a look. So it's 6:30. Let's get this video uploaded, get it going. And this is just going to be a progression of the upcoming, so we're not looking too far away, 2 weeks, and we're going to be hitting this road trip. We'll catch you later, guys. Take it easy.